Hope at your end you can log into the Moodle. Have you tried once before this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sharing a document with you. Check out at your side. Is it visible? Is it visible? I'm sharing a one document. Is it visible right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, we'll discuss MCQs regarding first 2 units, basic things, simple MCQs which I have created. So we'll discuss that, and probably out of this or some new questions will be there for your test. So this is like just a reference. So kind of study you can go for as for reference for preparation of unit test. So these are the kind of questions will be there. I will not say same similar, but yeah, even some kind of percentage of questions will be there. No problem. So data scrubbing. So we'll discuss one by one. Probable whatever time permits. Will maybe we'll finish early or later on. I've shared this file. If currently also if you want to download, you can log into Moodle, and in announcement there is a PDF file which I have made available for you. So the title is data DM MCQ file number 1. And regarding other weeks videos are also there. This week videos are not uploaded. Today I will upload all 3. Okay, currently you can view this file as a meeting. Well, after this lecture also you can log in and you can download it, no problem. So the first question is, shall we go for? No issues, na? Any problem? Shall we go for a
Yes,
discussion?
sir.
Okay, good. Keep replying so that I'll understand, because I am right now on the main file. So question number 1 will go for, maybe at your side, I don't know whether answer is visible or not, but at my end, I have made such arrangement that I will not be able to see the answer. Okay, let us see. If priorly also you get an answer, we can discuss each and every option. We'll read it out and then we can think of it, which will be a correct answer. So, assuming that now you can't see the answer, I'll ask the question first. Data scrubbing. Data scrubbing is which of the following? So there are 4 options given. So first option says that it is a process to reject data from data warehouse and to create the necessary indexes. So the first option says that data scrubbing is nothing but it is a process to reject data from data warehouse and to create the necessary indexes. Option B is saying that a process to load the data in data warehouse and to create the necessary indexes. So data scrubbing is a process to load the data in the data warehouse, and we have already learned extract, transform, load. So there are these 3 operations are there, and create necessary indexes of once we load the data. Third option is a process to upgrade the quality of data after it is moved into a data warehouse. And fourth option is saying process to upgrade the quality of data before it is moved into the data warehouse. So anybody knows the question answer? You can guess, no
Sir,
problem.
the last one.
Okay. Anybody else? So option D, you are saying? Okay, option D is correct answer. So data scrubbing is nothing but it is a process to upgrade the quality of data before it is moved into the data warehouse. So before we insert the data inside the warehouse, we are doing data scrubbing so that we can improve the quality of data, whichever the way it is received. So option D is the correct answer. We'll go to next question. Hope at your end the results are not visible. Let us still no problem. So the second question is active data warehouse architecture includes which of the following? If there is a data warehouse and we are saying that it is active right now, then which of the things, architecture things will be included in the data warehouse architecture? So options are at least one data mart. So if active data warehouse is there, then architecture should include at least one data mart. We know already data mart is means what. Then second is data that can be extracted from numerous internal and external sources. So data that can be extracted from numerous internal and external sources. Third option is near real time updates. Near real time updates. And fourth option is all of the above. So anybody knows which is the correct answer? So your active data warehouse should include everything, right? So your active data warehouse should include everything. That is, it should have one data mart, then it should have data which can be extracted from numerous internal and external resources wherever data comes from, and it should have near real time updates. So whenever there is a data available at whatever time, it should be updated inside the data warehouse. So all these things should be there. Option D is the right one again. I think I closed the file. Wait a minute. Once again, I'll share. Okay, was some issue. I'm sharing one more. Check now whether it is available, whether it is visible. I'm sharing right now. Once again, the file. Previous file like got some error. Maybe it is corrupted somehow. Okay. Hope file is visible right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here we have discussed one question. Data scrubbing is nothing but it is a process to upgrade the quality of data before it is moved into a data warehouse. Option D was right. Second, so the active data warehouse architecture includes at least one data mart. Data can be extracted from numerous internal and external resources and near real-time updates. So, so updates will be very frequently done. And last option is all of the above. So all of these three things are available in active data warehouse. It contains at least one data mart. It extract data from numerous internal and external resources wherever it is coming. So always extract, transform, and load is the operation frequently which is carried out in data warehouse. And always it updates on time, or if number of updates are available as per time, the real time. As data comes, updation comes, they are implemented, like it goes on. So option D is the right one, all of the above. So next question is, a goal of data mining includes which of the following? A goal of data mining includes which of the following? So options are to explain some observed event or condition, to confirm that data exists. Third option is to analyze data for expected relationship. And option fourth is to create a new data warehouse. So once again I'll read. Goal of data mining is to explain some observed event or condition, to confirm that data exists, to analyze data for expected relationships, and to create new data warehouse. Any guesses? Yes, data mining. We mine data means we analyze. Now, third option is there, to analyze data for expected relationships. But data mining is not only for expected relationship. So whatever things we observe, like some things are new, some patterns are identified, some conditions are implemented or identified, we can say. Then definitely explanation or giving explanation of that, why it has like so, why this is like that. So that is the job of data mining. So option A is the best suitable answer of this. So to explain some observed event or condition, observed. So that is what is required. And whenever we try to give explanation, definitely it is analyzed. So option C rather than the option A is the correct answer. Confirm that data, definitely data exists. Data warehouse is there and we are implementing data mining process. Definitely data will be there. Whatever data it is, which that will be analyzed. If suppose data is less, then we can say, as we are observing the event or condition, that data is less. So we require maximum data. So that is a condition. We require huge data, and those will be made available. To create new data warehouse, no. Data mining is implement data on data warehouse. So creation of new data warehouse is not possible. Yeah, we can say we can create new data mart as per the required application. So we are creating the data regarding one specific application and it is huge. So we can create a new data mart, but not data warehouse. So option E is the correct one. Somewhere if you feel this is wrong and this is correct, no problem, no issues. We can discuss here. I'll say I'll welcome such kind of discussions. So according to me, the option A is right one. Anybody have anything to say? Yes, option A is correct one. Okay, we'll go ahead. Okay, so we'll move to next question. Question number 4. An operational system is which of the following? An operational system is which of the following? A system, option A is a system that is used to run the business in real time and is based on historical data. Operational system, so option A says that it is used to run the business in real time and is based on the historical data. Okay. Option B says operational system is a system that is used to run the business in real time and is based on current data. Okay, so between A and option B, the only small difference is there. One says that it is based on historical data, one says that it is based on current data. Option C, a system that is used to support decision making, a system that is used to support decision making and is based on current data. So the operational system, option C is that operational system is nothing but it is used to support decision making and always it is based on current data. Okay. Option D says that a system that is used to support decision making and is based on historical data. Yes. So there are two things to decide. Either it is a system which is used to run the business or it is support decision making. And if it is run the business, whether it is based on historical data or current data. And if it is support decision making, then whether it is based on current data or historical data. So this is how the options are available. So any guesses? This is the correct answer. Operational system is not decision making. We can say the outcome of that can be supporting to decision making or it will make available data. But operational system, we have to do operation and always it is based on current data, not historical data. Historical data is already consumed, processed, stored. Suppose scrubbing. So so what we do, we improve the quality and upload, right? It means historical data itself, it is already processed and we implement the system on current data. So current data, yeah, operational system is required. Maybe that operation can be anything. So that is what is implemented. So always a system that is used to run the business in real time and is based on the current data. Those are called as a operational systems. So option B is the right one. It is not decision supporting decision making. It is the way. So job is, suppose warehouse, we have to fill the warehouse. What is the job? Collect data, insert data. Collect data, insert data. Data comes, data generated, insert it. Support generated means inside operations due to which it is generated. Right. For example, Twitter. Every day already existing users are tweeting. So that is generated data. New users are inserted. Their records are updated. Like this. So all these are the operations. which are carried out, and always it is carried out for current data. Historical data can generate. So this is the difference. Option B is the right one. You will see answer yes. Option B is the right one. The system, the operational system is not support decision making. It is the system which used to run the business, and always it is based on current data. Okay. Next. Next question. Hope I am audible and making sense. Whatever time is there, we are going to discuss. Such a way questions will be there for your test. Remember. Even I'll try to upload your question papers also, but I don't know whether your examination is going as a theory or online. But we can assume 99% it is online. So we'll move on. Next is question 5. A data warehouse is which of the following? So data warehouse is which of the following? Option is can be updated by end users. So data warehouse can be updated by end users. Option B contains numerous naming conventions and formats. So data warehouse contains numerous naming conventions and formats. Option C organized around important subject areas. Organized around important subject areas. Option D contains only current data. Contains only current data. Any guesses? Any guesses?
Option C.
Okay. Option C is right one. Option A and option D cannot be there. End users. End users cannot update data warehouse. End users can access data, can data mine. They can mine the data which is present in data warehouse. So end users are not allowed to update. They can receive they can consume updates, they can receive updates, they can get notifications of updates. Contains only current data. No, data warehouse, as we say, historical data is also stored. So it is not the option, right option. So option B and C can be. So we'll see option C. We got the answer. Option C is correct answer. Organized around important subject areas. Contains numerous naming conventions and formats. We convert, we extract, and we load. So whatever the formats are required, in that format we convert that data. So it doesn't contain different formats. Yeah, we can receive data in different formats. So option C is the right one. Organized around important subject areas. We'll move to next question. Okay. A snowflake schema is which of the following types of tables? We have seen fact tables, we have seen dimension tables, helper, I think we have not seen that. Or yes, it is done. And all of the above. So four options are there. A snowflake schema is which of the following types of tables? Fact, dimension, helper, all of the above. So option D is the right one, all of the above. Snowflake schema, we know why snowflake's name is given. Because when it we see top view, or we can say when we create an entire schema, it gives the snowflake kind of view, and that's why snowflake schema is name is given. Star schema we have seen. Fact tables we know. Dimension tables we know. And helpers. So helpers like that we have seen that if one dimension table is there and inside that fact table is again present. So it goes on exploring. It goes on exploring. Difference between fact and dimension table we have seen, no? So in that sense, the helper is there. When it explores, it is acting as a helper. So all these are available inside a snowflake schema because it is combination of. So option D is the right one, all of the above. So option D is the right one. Next. Next question. The generic two-level data warehouse architecture. Hope I am audible at your side. If somewhere any problem, you can ping me, you can tell me. Because I'm moving on file. So I cannot read your text messages also. Okay. So we will go ahead. So next question will take the generic two-level data warehouse architecture includes which of the following? Generic two-level data warehouse architecture includes which of the following? So option A is at least one data mart. Option B, data that can be extracted from numerous internal and external resources. Option C, near real-time updates. And option D is all of the above. This question is repeated? No, I think not. That question was different, but options were same, right? So that is the thing. Okay, I got it. So options were same for another question. This question is different. So the question is generic two level. So yeah, I got it. Active data warehouse includes which of the following? That was the question. So we are attempted all these options there. So active data warehouse contains which? So that was the question. This question is different, but options are same. So we'll see. We'll discuss. So generic two-level data warehouse architecture includes which of the following? At least one data mart. Data that can be extracted from numerous internal and external resources. Near real-time updates. All of the above. All of the above is the not correct answer. Yeah, out of these three can be there. So we need to understand generic two-level data warehouse. If we consider extract transform, suppose load will take third level. Okay. So extract transform if we consider, then so option B is the right one. So the data can be extracted from numerous internals and external resources. So two-level database warehouse architecture. So first we extract it. So definitely extraction will be the first operation. So data can be extracted from numerous internal and external resources. At least done one data mart. Data mart we are creating once we identify application and regarding that subject area only we collect data. We keep all the data inside a data warehouse. Near real time updates again. Updates came and then we are uploading. So option B is the right one. So option B is data can be extracted from numerous internal and external resources if the generic two-level data warehouse architecture is considered. So this will be there. So option B is the right one. We'll move on. Next question. Okay. Fact tables are which of the following? Fact tables are which of the following? First option A, completely denormalized. I think it should have M. Completely denormalized. Option B is partially denormalized. Option C is completely normalized. Option D is partially normalized. Okay. So fact tables. So to answer this, you should be clear. To answer this, you should be clear with fact tables. So what is mean by fact table? Definitely, always we normalize it. So option C or D will be there. Partial it is not there. Or we can say if partial is not there, option A and C will be there. But when we consider data warehouse, always we extract and load. So we normalize the data. If data is not in a proper format, we normalize it. If data is not that quality, then we improve the quality and then we store it. Right? So that is a data scrubbing. So always normalized. And partially, so we don't keep anything partial. We implement it whole. So option C is the right one. Completely normalized. Fact tables are completely normalized always. Option C is the right one. We'll move to next question. Data transformation includes which of the following? Data transformation includes which of the following? Option A is a process to change data from a detailed level to a summary level. Data transformation includes which of the following? A process to change data from detailed level to summary level. Option B is a process to change data from summary level to detailed level. Option C, joining data from one source into various sources of data. Joining data from one source into various sources of data. And option D is separating data from one source into various sources of data. So read carefully. Data transformation, extract, transform, load. Data transformation includes which of the following? Option A is a process to change data from detailed level to summary level. Process to change data from summary level to detailed level. Joining data from one source into various sources of data. Separating data from one source into various sources of data. Okay. Option C and D cannot be there because only small word is there. Otherwise, same option it looks like. I don't think that is the answer. Joining data from one source into various sources. separating data from one source into various sources of data. So option C and D are wrong. It's not like that. So think of option A and B. Now option why it is required to transform. Extraction is done. We are transforming it, and always it is from like summary kind of a thing. When we transform it, end result is summary kind of a thing. So option A is right. A process to change data from a detailed level to summary level. Once we complete data transformation, the end result is a summary. So it is a summary level. So we never come back from summary to detail. Yeah, from detail we can go for summary. Like we have an entire paper and finally there is a conclusion. So conclusion is a summary of that entire paper. Entire details are above. And at the end we conclude it. We summarize it. So data transformation is a process to change data from detailed level to summary level. So I think option A is the right one. Yes, option A is the right one. Okay, next question. We go for next question. Probably this will be the last question, I think, because time is. Okay. Question number 10. Reconciled data is which of the following? Reconciled data is which of the following? Option A is data stored in the various operational systems throughout the organization. Data stored in the various operational systems throughout the organization. Option B, current data intended to be single source for all decision support systems. Option C, data stored in one operational system in the organization. And option D is data that has been selected and formatted for end user support applications. Read out options once again. A, data stored in various operational systems. Reconciled throughout the system. Reconcile means we reassign like that. Okay. Current data intended to be a single source for all decision support system. Option C, data stored in one operational system in the organization. Option C is not one. Data that has been selected and formatted for end user support applications. If we consider D option end user support application, then data warehouses or reconcile data, but should be generic for everyone, no? End user. Okay. So option B is, I think, right one. Check out this. Reconcile data is nothing but it is reassigned, or we are considering once again. But when we consider once again, which supports decision support system. Okay, so it is acting as a single source for all decision support system if end users are changing. The application remains same, end users can be more. For same application, end users can be more. But that application will give single answer for everyone. Yeah, end user requirements, end user conditions can be different, but answer never changes. So I think current data intended to be a single source for all decision support systems is the right answer, and that is the reconciled data. Okay, option B is right one. Option B is right one. Option B is the right one. There are many questions. We have just seen 1 to 10 starting. So I think time is up. So we'll stop here. You can go through the Moodle where I have uploaded it. If anybody have any problem regarding accessing of Moodle account, you can ping me. I'll send personally to their mail ID. Yesterday, I've shared to download the books. I've shared to mail IDs of two students. Chaitrali was absent, I think, yesterday. So Chaitrali, one thing you can do, you can take the books from these two persons. I have uploaded them, all three, four books. I will upload the video how to download it. Yes, you are saying something?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So regarding books for preparation of test and all the stuff, which acts like a notes itself. So I have mailed to Dhanashree and Poonam. You just share your mail ID to any one of her and any one of them, and then they can share it to you. Else, I will upload also on Google. Also, if you search, those are available. So all four books, text and reference books. Okay. Other two students, I request that you share the books to Chaitrali, please. And any,
Yes, sir.
if I think two or three more students are there, if they are also requesting, just share. I'll check it out at my end. Also, I will do that. If your other students are your friends, no problem. You can share. So thank you very much. I think we'll stop here. You can take the reference file and such a way you can prepare for first units. Similar questions will be there for test 2. Maybe out of this also can be there. So thank you very much. Wish you good day. You can leave. I'll note down that there are 3 students present. Okay. Thank you. You can leave the meeting.